Good evening. Benvinguts. Warm welcome to everyone. Thank you to the European Cancer Organization and the Institut Català d'Oncologia for choosing our premises and also for very good cooperation in the preparation of this important event. It's Laura Raola. She could not be here right now, but from my team, who was the main contact. It's a real pleasure to host the launch today of Interact 100, and most notably to be able to do it in the privileged presence of many of you, and also Xavier Prats, whom you may know as a former Director General in the European Commission of the Health and Food Safety Directorate General, and also now President of the Szapiro Foundation. We will hear more about the Interact 100 project in a few minutes. For me, this is definitely a very good example of how we can put flesh on the Beating Cancer plan that we adopted some 3 years ago in the Commission. As we all know, cancer is the second cause of death for Europeans. The numbers are staggering. 3 million new cases diagnosed every year, more than 1 million deaths per year, 22.3 million prevalent estimated cases. We know the numbers. The number of people living with cancer diagnosis is increasing in the EU, partly due to an aging population, of course, but also to advances, let's face it, in diagnosis. Cancer has a huge human, social, economic impact. And more importantly, behind all the figures lie individual and family stories which have or are affecting us every day. Figures do not capture what I will say now, and we're all unfortunately quite familiar with beyond the scientific realm, which is the worry, the pain, the loneliness, sometimes the devastation, the void, but also the resilience and the beacon of hope that underpins every single diagnosis. Our commissioners, our college members, those heading the European Commissions, had wanted to express that, the human-centric approach to the cancer challenge in a short video, which is, I promise, very short. It's 1 minute, which I just wanted to display to you, and I'll explain just very quickly afterwards why, if technology follows me in that attempt. I don't know if we have a video.
My sister.
My childhood friend, Claude.
My father-in-law.
Myself.
A member of my family passed away from cancer.
My mother, who got cancer for the first time when I was 8 and who died when I was in my early 20s. And my youngest son, who got cancer at 1 year old.
My dear cousin Anya.
My father, who died of cancer, and more recently, my 41-year-old niece.
One of my oldest and closest friends, and my cousin who was like a brother to me.
My friend. My best friend. My father.
My beloved cousin, Yorgos.
Myself.
My sister, my brother, my mother.
In many European countries, 1 in every 3 people will be diagnosed with cancer by the age of 75. Cancer concerns us all.
Europe's Beating Cancer Plan is our political commitment to address cancer and to improve the lives of everyone.
So, stemming from this, what we aim to do from the European Commission is to turn the personal into political. A political commitment to put people first, a political commitment to earmark 4 billion euros as part of the EU for Health program, a political commitment to have 90% of targeted people, those that need the screening, screened for breast, cervical, and colorectal by 2025. A political commitment to prevent cancer through vaccination, as you might have seen 2 weeks ago, by boosting the uptake of human papillomavirus and hepatitis B vaccines. A political commitment to increase and create a tobacco-free generation with less than 5% of the population using tobacco by 2040. And I could continue. I will not make the long list of what we have committed to. What matters is that from the European Commission, we have pledged, resolutely pledged, to take to turn the tide on cancer. But we know we cannot do this on our own. It cannot be a top-down approach. We know cancer is a complex disease that concerns us all, as the Commissioner for Health has just mentioned. We know there is an equal access also to care in the EU, to cancer care. And for these very reasons, we need a whole society approach and a multidisciplinary approach. Because it is a complex illness, it cannot possibly be dealt with by only one specialty, within or from one single dimension or one single country's government. So cancer fight is a case in point of not working in silos. Working on all fronts, across all fields and profession, through the entire disease cycle, from prevention to detection, individualized diagnosis and treatment, improvements on the quality of life, to the promotion of cutting-edge research, innovation, and training. And this is where Interact 100 comes into play, aiming at improving cancer by improving precisely the interspecialty training, multidisciplinary collaboration of the ones providing it, building upon Interact, and really having quite ambitious objectives in a very short, limited time frame for the cancer centers setting up. So it's about seizing all the potential of collaborative cancer care, joining forces, as we're doing today, as you're doing today, between academia, stakeholders, the industry, healthcare professionals, representatives from patient organization, governments, and others. Joining forces to make good on our political commitment, what may sound like a moonshot mission for humanity, a very real one that is taking place on Earth, in our communities, can become a reality for all of us, provided we collectively put ourselves to it. So thank you for collectively leading this project and for being here to discuss it.